Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So after I released the momentum play videos, I got friends all around the world asking me to share more on the body conditioning because these friends are interested in the topic of body aging. Okay. Now, as we know that when we study an art, there is the momentum characteristic, the power type, the mechanics, and the body conditioning. So we know that the momentum and the body conditioning, they are actually a coin with two faces. Okay, so one side of the coin is momentum, the other side is the body conditioning. Okay, cannot get away from that. And so body conditioning is a must, and so I like to share with you the following so you know why and how this body conditioning topic is about. Okay. First, I like to define a term. Usually, when we talk about internal art, that is the 内家, as what we say that is a term. Internal art is a term coined by the style like Tai Chi, Bagua, and Xingyi of the Northern. Okay, that is internal art. However, in Chinese, 内功, internal training, that means the training of the body and mind and energy and so forth, and so that is not related to the 内家 or the internal art. Okay, so the 613 is actually the common denominator of this internal training. Okay, so we want to make it really clear here that how is this thing defined, and this is needed so that we can proceed on our discussions on the body conditioning. Now, body conditioning is interested in it is a component in the Chinese martial arts, for the one which is a holistic art, because it has three keys in this body conditioning. Number one is, of course, to strengthen the body, meaning that it helps one to be able to handle momentum better with a stronger body or with a smoother body. Okay, so that's the first one, they strengthen the body. The second is to promote healing from injury, because in martial art, in sparring, fighting, so forth, people get injured. Okay, so they need a technology which is to promote healing or help them to heal themselves. Okay, now in this category, people usually don't think that way, but they think the reverse of it. Okay, again, it is like a coin with two sides. One is to promote healing for injury, another one is to cause injury. Okay, and when you talk about that, people is interested in this kind of stuff. So pressure point strike, the herbs, the formula, okay, that belongs to this category. Okay, in one side promoting health, and another side is to cause injury. Okay, and then the third one is of course the compensations for aging. We all age. Okay, nobody stay forever in the same state. So for the body conditioning part of this four element, the momentum, the power type, the mechanics, and the body conditioning. For the body conditioning part, actually it consists of this three: strengthen the body, promoting healing. Okay, or another side is knowing about what is the causing of the injury, and then the compensations of the aging. Okay, so it is within the art itself. Okay, so when we talk about momentum, we need to talk about the body conditioning, otherwise it doesn't make sense. Okay, so for the Chinese health practice, we need to know the basic. Okay, so this is how it is. Okay, the Chinese practice, the health practice, acupuncture and herbal, usually that is using for temporary dealing with health. Okay, it's not a long term, because it need to keeping changing formula and changing points for the acupuncture and so forth, so forth. So that's for temporary care, those kind of stuff. Internal training or qigong, which means energy arts. Okay, that is the element which need to add in if it is a long-term or chronic diseases. Okay, or long-term need to strengthen the body, or promote healing after the injury and so forth. Okay, and another one is the diet. Diet is a big part of a Chinese healing practice. So again, you have this acupuncture and herbal, which is for short-term needs, and you have this qigong or internal training, or the energy work or energy practice, which is take care of the long-term, the balancing and so forth. And then you have this dieting. Okay, so this is this three key is the Chinese healing practice. Okay, and now we need to watch out. Pre-Tang Dynasty, which is 1,000 years ago, the Chinese is based this kind of practice on the Yellow Emperor Classics and the Buddhism's Anapanasati practice. Okay, now after about Tang Dynasty, and so these Taoists come up with a different type of stuff. Like today we can hear about these people running, like their intention up and down, their meridians and all sorts of stuff. Okay, those are some kind of partial stuff, and some kinds of practice, some even not being proven, or some can even be damaging. Okay, so the proper one is the Yellow Emperor Classic and the Anapanasati. That's the base. Okay, so we need to know this. And as for how to practice this, the energy art, the energy practice, or the energy training, qigong or internal training for the body conditioning, for the compensate for aging, for strengthen the body, there are many way to do it. And for example, one is the massage. Okay, the massage is one way, and then the breathing practice another way, and then the using the sound to vibrate different part of the body, this is a third way. And then enter into altered states, so the body and mind can be get put into a reset state for it to promote healing. There's one. And then using the mind to promote the flow of the energy meridians in the body. Okay, that's another thing. Okay, so you have this massage, from the massaging, from the breathing. Okay, inhale and exhale, those kind of stuff, and then do the vibrating, using vibrating sound to help the body circulation and so forth. Enter into the altered state, so the body can rest, and body and mind can rest, so it be able to repair itself or strengthen itself. And also using mind to lead or to support or to promote the flow. Okay, and this is how they doing it. And also the bottom line, the background of how to do this is as soon as this is energy art, you have two phases there. One is the charging, like the battery you need to charge. Another one is like the circuit. We need to flow the circuit in the cell phone in order for it to be active. So all this is boiled down to two things. Either one is charging or promote the circulations of the network. Okay. So that is how this thing is done. Okay. Now, as for the using the sound vibrations, you can see like in the movie or described somewhere, they make different sound. For example, that is for the sound of the heart, the vibrations of the heart, and so forth. Okay, so this thing all exists. Okay, so this is the technology. However, all of this is based on one thing. Okay, one need to base on the platform like the 613.3, the physical be able to be aware to the minimum, and the physical be able to at least to be able to open up. Okay, now like for example this wrist, right? We need to aware of this wrist, and then we need to be able to let it open up the joint or loose up or open up the joints naturally. Okay, and every part of the body has to be have that capability if one really trained in this body conditioning. That is to actually to release the tension which is habitually we cause, or some other stuff, okay, which is cause the blockage, injury, and so forth, right? So that basic of open the physical body is a must. So if people want to study or train in the body conditioning or the compensation for aging and everything, the first thing is that the body has to be open up. Okay, and also if one train in force flow and so forth, the body has to be open up. Okay, now as what I mentioned before, the open up is sometimes if the wrist is injured, so we have to do the massage and so forth to have it before it be able to naturally open up or return into the natural state. And sometimes it's like the mind is playing games, have the blockage, then they are not willing to do that. Okay, so there's an issue there. Okay, we need to have somebody who is experienced to identify what's the issue and to dissolve the issue. And for the like the people talk about force flow, handle action reaction force, the whole body has to open up. And I have met many people who say that they practice internal art, they are song and song, but guess what? If you look at their shoulder blade, it is not opened up. So many study with me, even though they go around the world and this and that, you look, the first thing you spot that this is not opened up. When this part is not opened up, you know the force is not going to go, action reaction force play is not going to go up and down. It is a blockage there. And also the energy flow here is blockage, meaning that if people block here, meaning that their chest, meaning that their lung and their heart is not going to function strongly. Okay, so many of these things can be identified. This is like a science. It is a science. It can be identified with today's Western scientific way. Okay, it is no gimmick, no magic at all. So this is what I like to share with you today. You need to have a proper experienced teacher to help you on this thing. And the reason I share with you this information is so that you know why, you know how, and you be able to find who be able to help you instead of just listen to anybody sell you emperor's new clothes and you take it. Okay, it is not. Okay, so again, if anybody claim that they have internal body conditioning, blah blah blah, you look at, if their body cannot even open, forget about this mind level, breathing level, chi level, force level, momentum level. They will not get a holistic whole of it. Okay, and most people are just partial, and then they make claims. Okay, and we cannot afford it, because when we're dealing with health, one better be sure what one is doing. Okay, so this is to share with you today.